In June 2013, the serene peaks of the Himalayas witnessed one of the worst natural disasters in modern history, the Kedarnath tragedy, which is often remembered as the Himalayan Tsunami. It was the peak of the pilgrimage season. Thousands of devotees had gathered in the beautiful valley of Uttarakhand, completely unaware that nature was about to unleash its fierce form.
Suddenly, devastating cloudbursts triggered terrible floods. Glaciers began to melt rapidly, and the Mandakini river turned into a roaring monster that swallowed everything in its path. The temple town of Kedarnath was packed with pilgrims. Without any warning, massive walls of water, thick mud, and giant boulders came crashing down the mountainside. Entire multi-story buildings, hotels, ashrams, and bridges were flattened in mere seconds, swept away like paper in a storm. It felt exactly like the end of the world. Thousands of lives were lost in the blink of an eye, bodies were buried under tons of debris, and the entire valley was completely cut off from the rest of the world, leaving survivors stranded in the freezing cold with no food, water, or communication. You would logically expect a 1,000-year-old stone structure to be completely pulverized by such a massive, violent force of nature. Yet, when the dust settled, the main shrine remained absolutely untouched and intact. How was that even possible? Eyewitnesses and disaster management reports later revealed an unbelievable phenomenon. A massive boulder rolled down the steep mountain slope and wedged itself perfectly right behind the temple. This huge rock acted as a protective shield, splitting the violent flows of debris and rushing water into two halves, safely diverting the deadly destruction entirely around the sacred shrine. While modern concrete buildings were turned to absolute dust, this ancient stone structure survived without a single scratch. However, the horror, the tragedy, and the mystery did not end with the floodwaters receding. In the weeks, months, and even years following the disaster, as rescue teams, military personnel, and local authorities searched the deep ravines, dense forests, and melting snows of the high Himalayas, a chilling reality came to light. Search parties and trekkers continued to make grim discoveries. Human remains, scattered bones, and skeletons were found across the rugged, inaccessible terrain miles away from the main town. Incredibly violent currents. Others were buried deep beneath tons of mudslides and landslides in remote areas, only to be uncovered much later as the snow melted. To this day, uncovering these forgotten remains in the remote, isolated corners of the valley serves as a haunting, sorrowful reminder of that fateful night. Was it the brilliant, unmatched ancient engineering of our ancestors that saved the holy site? Or was it a form of divine intervention that spared the temple while thousands of other lives were tragically taken? And what other secrets still lie frozen and hidden in the vast, unforgiving mountains? The survival of the Kedarnath temple and the lingering ghostly traces of the tragedy remain a profound, unsolved mystery. What are your thoughts on this incredible and terrifying event? Let us know in the comments below. If you want to uncover more astonishing mysteries and hidden stories from the pages of history, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Chronicle of Bharat.